but here it's just, well, the first 7 minutes and I'll just attack you a bunch.
Well, we're going to get into Champion Select then, and we can tell you, as you can see, even on the bottom left-hand side of your screen, Zyra, the first ban out here by PDD, and Kennen banned out by sOAZ.
Yeah, no surprise with the Kennen ban. There's the Caitlyn ban. So these are champions that we've already seen banned quite a lot in this one. Quinn also we've seen banned quite a few times, actually. Alexic beat Skara with Quinn, didn't he? When that was we've also seen a number of supports, like the Lulu's been coming through. Soraka was a popular choice, and I'm trying to think what happened when we gave this a full-run test with the North American players. Victor was one of the strongest champions we saw in that, and yet nobody so far has gone near him.
There's just so many champions to look at, and because you don't see some of them so much, right? Like Annie we have barely ever seen, and we see her like once every 3 months in competitive, and then she comes back. It's like, actually, she's really, really good. And you think about the really good dueling champions, right? Victor shields himself, things like that. There's just a lot of opportunities here for even different play styles.
So the Elise banned the final one from PDD, a champion which sOAZ knows, let's put it this way.
Come on.
There is a Draven final ban. There's Nunu currently for sOAZ and Ezreal
I would love
for
this
PDD.
If sOAZ can pull this one out, if he allows him through, which it looks like he may well go for it, there's no reason why not. He's just such an annoying champion, and honestly, on an Ezreal, I don't think you're going to have enough burst. He's just going to keep consuming.
The early laning is going to be difficult because Consumer has a fairly long cooldown and doesn't heal for a ton super early on. He's locked it in.
Oh my god.
The first 3 levels are the hard part for Nunu, and then he becomes almost immune. And the question then becomes, can PDD last hit successfully? Because you can probably stay ahead that way with the early game advantage before Nunu starts ice blasting in the face and pushing him out of lane.
So, without putting jokes aside in there, you know, my love for Soraka and Nunu is blatant.
Yes.
But with the fact that Nunu's going to be doing constant annoying damage in there, is Soraka actually a good option with the silence, with the star call, with the heal?
I could see it, honestly. The only champion I wouldn't want to see...
heaven.
It would be great. The only champion
Bananas versus snowballs. It's just like I can only imagine the grin that will be ear to ear right now. It could be crazy. But PDD's actually looking at this and he's considering it. Oh, he's switching.
Well, Joe, I actually want to 1v1 you at some point because I'll counterpick you with Wukong because every attack will feed me.
I see what
went
you
for
did.
the banana joke.
I see what
you did there. We've switched it across. He's maybe going to go for Annie. Last second, switch is over. And honestly, I'm not sure Annie can stand against Nunu.
That's going to be really, really rough. I don't think she could out-damage him very easily either. But again, we're probably going to see Doran's blades attack damage Annie, and we'll just keep freaking throwing fireballs at him and hope he falls over. But,
well, fire counters ice.
True. Double damage bonus, man.
I think we should also mention at this point, for those at home who are a little bit confused as to why you would pick Annie into a Nunu. This is, of course, blind pick.
Yes.
So they don't see what they're picking. Obviously, they see what's been banned out there. But it's going to be Annie versus Nunu. An interesting matchup here between PDD and sOAZ. And I honestly have to say my cards right now are with sOAZ. After seeing his Nunu before and knowing the matchup that he's in with here, I think he might have this one.
There's a really, really good chance for him. So I want to see what their opening builds end up being. And it's interesting because in talking to Double Lift, he said, man, the lanes are so short, like just shove and walk back and shove and walk back. You don't need anything but Doran's blades. PDD's like, I'm open up Flask. And heck, 22 ability power. And
we should point out here, this is kind of a fun competition. It's not megally serious. It's fun to see how it works out. It's great to see the top players of the world going head-to-head against each other. And, you know, who doesn't want to see Diamondprox versus Insect, Messiah versus Alexic, stuff like that. I mean, they're the champions that people want to see playing against each other. And as it is, sOAZ versus PDD. I mean, the top laners, when you think of it, it was a pretty stacked tournament in itself.
And it's fun that they're signing up for mirror matches, too. I'm really looking forward to that Lisa and mirror.
He's using Ignite already.
Yeah, well, it's 5 ability power, 5 attack damage. Why the heck not? So, you know, this is going to be kind of the battle, right? Is Nunu going to run forward, auto-attack minions, take fireballs to the back, and then hope he can just consume up forever.
Wow.
Taking a lot of harass here.
Yeah, he is taking a lot of harass. I mean, we saw him basically what he's gone for is consume first. PDD actually going aggressive in there, so didn't go with that snowball force, went with consume at level 1. And I think he was trying to conserve that mana, you know, build up those 5 attacks so that he gets that free spell out first.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised just at how much he's pushing, but, you know, PDD only has 1 spell available, so.
Straight back full health, and he's going to harass. Now he's at level 2, of course, he's got Ice Blast as well as Consume, so this is where the poke starts coming out from sOAZ.
Yep.
He's used the Brilliance pot as well, so he's going to start getting the ability power on him. And PDD, He's going to get forced on the tower, but there's not a lot that sOAZ can do to him on the tower. In fact, there's so much so he's taking tower hits, and he doesn't really care.
Yeah, but here comes the hard part for PDD. He's got to try to last hit onto the turret, and you can see it's 10-11. sOAZ is winning this game right now.
Up until this point, that's certainly the thing that's going on. Is we do see some damage coming, and that's what PDD's got to do here, I feel, is to keep, or try and keep sOAZ from pushing those minions underneath his turret, where Annie's not going to be at a strong point at this level.
And he's only got 2 magic resists as well from Runes and Mastery, so those Ice Blasts are hitting super freaking hard.
That's good. And the cooldown's only going to get quicker. That's what he's aiming for. There's another one. They're going to hit. But the problem is, it's not exactly that much burst to take him down. He's going to hit him and hit him and hit him. And he's just going to keep chucking the potions, and he can just walk back. So it's only until that sort of damage gets so strong, which it is kind of forcing him out of lane right now.
Yeah, and PDD realizes, okay, sOAZ got an ignite, one more snowball plus an ignite, and I'm probably dead from that one. So I'm gonna have to back away from this one. We can see there the CS at this state is 22 to 14. That's already a large lead building for sOAZ.
And here comes a difficult thing for PDD. So he's grabbed a Ruby Crystal there. That's going to be nice for him. He's going to get some sustain, or some health, I should say, to withstand it. So he grabs a Doran's Ring, so just bigger snowballs the entire day. The one saving grace for PDD is it's really easy to watch an Ice Blast and barrier it, so he'll be able to block one full Ice Blast whenever he needs to.
We'll see whether he does get a chance. Of course, the stun's going to get built up once again by PDD, and what would go through the players' minds right now? I mean, this is a totally alien environment really that they're going at. Yeah, God, I hate Nunu. I think everyone in solo queue right now is probably like, God, I hate Nunu.
Yeah, well, again, this is 3.6, so the consume is stronger now than it is on live, and you're seeing exactly why we changed consume, guys.
Well, PDD is trying his best to put down as much damage as he can on towards sOAZ here. Will stun him up as well, but...
We'll miss the flame.
Yeah, and that's the bad thing here. He can't afford to be missing really anything at this stage.
No, I mean, he's brought it a little bit closer. He's only -5 now. He was -8. And I kind of want to see how this ends up scaling through, because sOAZ, I don't think he's even going to learn Blood Boil. I think he'll actually leave the skill point, just unlearned, because he's like, screw it, not worth it. And I want to see how Annie can itemize against this.
He's gone for the boots again. We saw this yesterday, and it didn't really work out too well. Oh, he missed the CS, though, on the last one. That's going to be a bit of a big hit. Yeah, I mean, that's the 40+ gold one. He's just missed out on that. But he's going to keep on chugging through, keep on throwing those. He's going to get a couple of tower hits on him this time, and that's going to be a good bit of damage from PDD. But look at that, he just turns around, Ice Blast back in your face.
Yeah, so that's what Nunu does, man. He just trucks on through, doesn't take any damage. I think Demolisher Nunu is the right skin for him, because he's finished demolishing this match right now.
But, I mean, he knew you were casting this one, so maybe he could have gone for Nunu bot.
I would have loved that.
And started spamming.
Spamming that, man. I learned these moves from Freak. It's the line. It's worthwhile.
Well, he's having a good laugh of things there as well, and it's just snowball, consume, snowball, consume, and PDD having to trot back there with Annie to heal himself back up. Already closing in on towards that 50 mark here. Of course, 100 CS, first tower or first blood is enough to win the game.
And of course, he's about halfway there. The turret's not taking much damage. PDD is doing a good job of keeping that one pushed off his turret, you know, a little bit, but the minion score is getting rough, and I haven't seen Annie get anywhere close to killing Nunu. The big point's going to be level 6. If you can get level 6 and break sOAZ with Tibbers, that's the opening for PDD.
Scumbag move. You're in the bush. I know you are. I'm going to flame you. So they're both going to go back and buy. What is he going to get? Is he going to be a second Doran's Ring here? I don't see him getting for boots. I don't see any reason. He's going to get a Brilliance pot, actually, and a second Doran's Ring. Meanwhile, it's a single Brilliance pot for PDD.
Okay, so that's PDD saying, look, I'm about to be level 6. He's actually, let's see, yeah, he's half a bar away, so about 2 waves till he's 6, and he's going to chug all the ability power and then all in. The only problem is sOAZ has 53 MR from Runes and Masteries, so he's doing a bit less damage.
Oh, he's going to go straight in. Oh, absolute zero. He's going to pop in just before he gets out of range. Remember, Tibbers will be available in a minute. That may well turn things around.
Yeah, okay, and he did burn Barrier to help block the damage out as well. PDD has Ignite, but so does sOAZ. But sOAZ has Barrier.
Tibbers is very, very close. He's about to level up. Just needs to, he's trying to get him to get a consume, but he knows there's that danger of Tibbers any moment. But look how much damage he's putting out.
It's too much damage right now for PDD. Even with Tibbers coming up, he's not got the constant damage that you need to get this Nunu out. And there is PDD going very low. The Ignite is down. Minion gets that hit off. Is it going to be enough?
Oh,
not quite. One more tick needed.
Wow, that is actually mass for PDD now. He's actually got a cooldown advantage at this point.
34 hit points he went down to. That.
Yeah.
That was close. That was very close.
Oh man, this is, I mean, sOAZ though, the thing is he's closing in, right? He's almost at 60 minions right here. And PDD, he's got to hit the 6 and just make that move like right away.
Which is what it looks like he's trying to do. He wants to get that stun out. Of course, the tower's going to clear out the waves. He's building up. He's got Tibbers ready. He wants to go looking for it, but it's gone. It's gone already.
So he's going to go buy up. If you bought a negative
problem
no magic mantle,
right? I mean, PDD, how is he going to get the tower down?
And look at his face. Look at him in the bottom corner. He's actually scratching his head. He's a little bit concerned about this on PDD. And, you know, he was such a confident. We saw him in the video just at the start there where he was doing, you know, big fist in the air waving it. He's a very confident boy. And the guy gets mobbed in this arena. Every time he's walked out, they have absolutely ran to him. So this, you know, on home turf, he's really up against it against sOAZ here.
So, how does he win it? That was my main point that I was trying to get out there. I mean, what does he have to do? It's got to be a full combo. It's all in.
I mean, he can keep leveling up to get his Q and W stronger. He can keep leveling up for ability damage, right? He can still get up to level 13. He'll up in damage against sOAZ, and that will outscale sOAZ's health generation. So, I mean, I don't think you want to fight against Nunu's Ignite, but basically it's gain levels at 95 minions, all in Nunu. Hope it works.
95 minions, yeah, that exactly is the point that he may have to do it, because he's already at 71, and it doesn't seem like the scaling's quite working out for Annie just yet. Level 7 already for sOAZ. PDD a little bit away from that one. He's going back to buy, and he's going to get himself another brilliant spot. He's going to be coming back, glowing into the lane against PDD. And PDD, though, has got Tibbers ready, and Absolute Zero is another 30 seconds away.
That's what he's got to rely on, I think, at this point. Absolute Zero is not there for sOAZ as he does get him stunned up again, but again, sOAZ will just nom it all straight back up there, and you can see the amount of health that he gets straight back in the whole time that's going on. Snowball after snowball. PDD again finds himself with about a third of his HP left.
That's what Nunu does to you, man. He's going to keep throwing things at you, and even though fire is the hard counter to ice, apparently Yeti is the hard counter to fire.
Do you think if he puts Tibbers down, Tibbers is going to want to hug? He's like, I've had another bear!
Maybe. I mean, the thing is, you can even consume Tibbers. Like, that's the problem, is level 1 Tibbers.
Tibbers!
It only has... Oh, it doesn't tell me the health. I mean, Tibbers is not the tankiest thing in the world. Like, sOAZ could probably just kill it if he wanted to.
Consume an ice bolt. See you later, Tibbers.
Thanks for the health.
Yeah. Right? Like, Tibbers, like, casting R would heal sOAZ at this point.
And he's not far away yet. 83 minions already taken down to the 53 of PDD. And you can see there, Annie underneath the tower, that's not a strong place to be.
He's trying to bait it out there this time around. He was sat there purposely, and now, he's going to pop the Absolute Zero, gets another half health down, and he keeps chunking PDD down. Now see if he's going to bait it again. No, he is going to back button buy. It's going to be another Dawn's Ring, surely.
Well, there's only 11 minions to go for him, so the next 2 waves is when PDD has to all in. Problem is, he waited long enough that sOAZ just now got Ignite back, so...
Oh, he's gone for a Fortitude pot.
Yeah, he's got to get the burst health. He knows he's a minute away from winning the game.
And the other thing is, with him so close to minions, it's like, well, I'm going to use Absolute Zero to get Annie away, but also just, you know, take out an entire minion wave with me. So this is just looking rather impossible for PDD.
This has got to be all in. He's at 95 CS after this wave. Oh, he's interrupted in getting 1 CS, but he's really throwing everything he got at him here. He has to go all in for it, and that's what seems like what he's trying to do. There's the barrier already, but again, the burst goes down, the Ignite is on. He's only got Tibbers left. There goes Tibbers. Can he just turn around and consume it? He's going to try to, and he throws out. The barrier is enough. The flame, of course, is coming on sOAZ, but it's just not enough damage. And sOAZ at 93 minions may well have just picked himself up the game. Turns around, takes down Tibbers and says, thanks for 50 gold.
There you go. He's still got 500 health remaining. Actually, PDD, yeah, he's got not many places to go. He's just sitting there taking minions.
He's give up. He's give up.
Yeah. He knows that this one is over, so it's going to be sOAZ that wins this one. So the minions stop focusing him here, but sOAZ are going to come and be like, and 1 snowball.
He's going to... They're dancing. They're dancing.
There it is.
There we go. It's going to be sOAZ that takes it. First blood over PDD. And the Frenchman looking very happy there, or not so much really. There's not a big smile in his face that it happened, but knowing him, he's happy inside.
He is happy inside. I know how sOAZ is. Even when he loses, he shows a
There's a big grin on his face. He's happy.